Wow, yeah, and it's a huge success story. Like I've been working for the city 22 years. I've been here at Rancho. Henry Davis was my first director, and I was fortunate enough for him to give me an opportunity to come and work for the city, and just him allowing me to fulfill the vision that I had. Because I think when you work for Park and Recs, man, it can't just be, oh, I'm going to work, clock in and get my paycheck. No, it's about creativity, and it's about changing things, evolving and changing on the fly, and being able to adapt. So him allowing me that opportunity, I'm very grateful for that. After Henry Davis, I think it was Irma Daniels. She was here. From Irma Daniels, I think it was I think Miss Tunstall, Miss T. And from Miss T, I think it was Eddie Dabbs. Eddie Dabbs is one of my top two directors, man. Really, really good brother who always talk to you about thinking outside the box, you know what I mean, and being able to maximize your value. From Eddie Dabbs, I think it was, I think after Eddie Dabbs, it was Ralph Jordan. Ralph actually was the longest tenure here. I think Ed Dabbs was maybe 5 or 6 years. Ralph Jordan, I think, was 13. And he became more than just a director to me. He even became more as a mentor, you know. I think he was over 40 years working for the city. Like I said, I'm half there. So him talking to me about a lot of his different experiences and sharing some of my, whether it was work related or personal, sharing some of my experiences with him has helped me go a long way. And those directors played a big part in the success of Rancho Cienega as well. All of them collectively, man. Everybody came in, and like I talked earlier about the creative environment. So from the first director being here and leaving with maybe 3 city championships, the next one came in and was like, oh, I got to be on the ball. I got to win too, and so it might be 4. And then like I said, about Mr. Jordan being here the longest, he's been able to maybe accumulate more regional or city championships. But you know, that competitive environment, man, it steers from the directors down to the coordinators, down to the rec assistants, down to the coaches that volunteer, down to the, I don't think, I've been to a lot of parks, like I say, 22 years for the city. I haven't seen that competitive environment and that family-oriented environment in my tenure for the city, like I haven't. You know, I think Rancho Cienega is special within itself, and I know I could be a little biased, but like I've said, I've experienced a lot of different centers and different activities that they provide, and said Rancho is second to none, definitely. Hey, hustle up. If you practice spring all the way back, and then you can see everything that's happening in front of you. Don't make it a habit to stop right here. Somebody's gonna stick behind you. You got the entire middle. All right, so when big fella get in the middle, you can't let him catch the ball. All right, you got your side. All right, you guys keep communicating up top. All right, so defense on 3, 1, 2, 3. Coaching here at Rancho Cienega, it's always had its own creative, as far as natural environment, basketball environment, as far as, man, the competition, you know what I mean? Everybody here had a certain mentality. You was going to play hard and you was going to be determined to win. You know what I'm saying? So from that standpoint, it was awesome because you immediately adapted that character, you know. So watching all the kids that come through here, man, the biggest thing to me is seeing some of the kids come through Park and Rec, so to speak. Nowadays, 2018, everybody wants to compare Park and Rec, YMCA, AAU, and I've always had the mentality that basketball is basketball. You know, it don't matter where you're playing, it's if you're playing the right way. You could be an AAU player, but your game is representing Park and Rec. You could be a park and rec player, but your game is structured and you're more disciplined and you're playing it the right way. So at the end of the day, I don't have a specific title. It's all basketball. And to see kids come through here, Rancho Cienega Sports Complex, and excel at just that, like, being very coachable. And me working for LAUSD, I've kind of had the best of both worlds. I've been able to be in the classroom with the kid and kind of maybe see his struggles and then invite him over to the facility, Rancho Cienega, and create a family environment, his teammates, his coaches, and then some of the crowd that's in the gym. Just give them something else to look forward to, and to watch some of those kids turn into first generation, like Division I basketball players. That's phenomenal to me, to have kids who were who started the first generation of a college student athlete in a family, and to have that's from the player standpoint. Now to go to the coaching standpoint, we have so many guys that come in, like Holly Wang, come in and volunteer, and that's not even here today. We had a guy that came and coached, and he eventually had a heart attack, and all the kids looked up to him, and he was here giving back. Might have not know the most about X's and O's and whatnot as far as basketball, but accountability and discipline and being here on time. He taught the kids from that standpoint what you need. You need it all. And so, man, over the years, basketball here at Rancho has been special. We got all the banners up on the wall, and people think it's mostly a show off, but it's not. When you really read and you see the history, it's just more of appreciation of the accomplishments. Showing appreciation of the accomplishments that we've had here at Rancho is just, to me, second to none. And I was talking to a guy earlier about having mixed emotions with tearing the gym down and building a new gym. One half, you're excited about the new gym and more opportunity, and it's going to be more modern, so you're excited from that standpoint. But then on the other half, I wish we could have some kind of way worked it out to where they just would have gave us an additional gym. You know what I mean? A new gym like that done. I think you got it at what is this, Van Ness Park, and you got it at Pan Pacific. They have the old gym and the new gym. So that would have been good, because it's like I said, it's a lot of history, and kids look forward to coming back. We got a lot of kids that went to college and graduated from college and playing professional, and they still come back here when we have our games, and they talk to the kids after the game, or when we do clinics, they come and speak, and that's valuable. They actually can speak from a standpoint of being in their shoes here in this gym. So now, I guess when we had a new gym, they can come back and speak it, but it's like, you guys not gonna know, but it was another gym, a smaller gym, and it was over here in the corner, west side of the park. If they creative enough, they can probably figure it out, but just having the gym here, that would have been special. Here at Rancho, you got it all. You got your baseball, you got your football, your basketball. Now we got soccer. It's just competitive, and it's year round. So when it's basketball season, all the football, the baseball, they all in the gym and they compete. You won't be able to tell what's the favorite sport, because they all trying to play to win and they all playing hard. But I had a unique situation. I have twins, Michael and Marquise Coleman, so they first started here playing, man, I think even before the qualifying age. I can say it now, I think they was about 3, and they had the uniforms on, and they was doing the biddy ball, when they lower the rim, and it's real instructional. So to watch them grow from that and go on to play minors here, majors here, and go to high school, and then play AAU ball, here was the foundation. Rancho was the foundation for the rest of their success, and that's what we try to get a lot of people to understand. Even now today, when we play in district playoffs and all-stars, they think, well, Rancho has a traveling team. We don't have a traveling team. It's just now in 2018, the kids have more resources. So when they sign up at the park, if they're pretty good, somebody is going to reach out to them and they're going to play on some team. And then when they come here, we kind of separate the players and we create a lot of parity so they can compete against one another all season. And then we pick out the litter, the all-star players. So we don't even have a here, like we don't go into the season saying, oh, this is our all-star team. You have to really play and compete and demonstrate character and accountability, and then we select from there an all-star. So when we go out and play, it might be a player that's played on the all-star team somewhere, even 3 or 4, but that's just the dynamics of today basketball. You know, you find in football you got a 7-on-7 AAU. So if a kid is talented now, somebody's going to pull him and talk to the parent. He's going to play somewhere. But we try to keep it family oriented here at Rancho. We keep it competitive, you know what I mean, and just that's what it's always been about. You know, a healthy, competitive basketball environment here at Rancho Cienega.